Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Positive Squad weekly roundup. My name is Mora, and I'm glad to be hosting the live tonight. So, if you can hear me, please type yes. If you can hear me, please type yes in the chat section. Welcome. Thank you, Atiena's official. Thank you, Tabsil. Ooh, I hope I pronounced your name well. Thank you so much for the feedback. So, like I said, I'm Mora, and I just want to thank everybody for joining. As you join, please give the live a like. Give the live a like. So as I wait for the rest of the team members, I just want to welcome everybody and to let you know that we are the Bold Talkers, and we normally do a weekly roundup to cover like some of the things, the major things that happened during the week. And so I want to welcome everybody to tonight's live. Hello, dear. Wagwan. Welcome to the live. Can you hear me? You're kind of not clear.
Hearing you loud and clear.
Oh, now I can hear you. Now I can. I don't know what was up before, but now you're good.
Yeah, I was right.
So how
So
are
hello
you
guys,
today?
hello guys. Everything blessed, everything cook and curry. Kind of raining here, but it is what it is. We need the rain to kind of level off this heat, you know.
That is right. Very important.
Most most definitely. It's been very chaotic the past couple of days. Very intense heat. I don't know about you guys in the east, but here in the west, it's been crazy. Both the
For us,
sun,
the rain
both
stopped.
both the sun and the people's actions, it's crazy.
I understand.
As the
I
sun
know.
gets hot, people brains like gets crazy.
All right. So I guess we shall start, and then the rest will catch up with us as we go.
Sure. I think
So
we might not have Brenda today. We might not have Brenda today. It's a possibility.
oh, she was traveling. Has she already
I
gotten
think
to
so.
Uganda?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay,
Yes.
that's okay. We wish her journey masses. Oh, she was traveling. Has she already gotten to? So anyway, let us start with there's this comment. You know, I just find it funny, but I just had to bring this up on Zach's comment section, where one of the subscribers commented, and she spoke about. Okay, it was a clear message, but it was misinterpreted and blown out of proportion, and people were trying to make it seem so cryptic, and just be what it's not. And I'm just wondering, is it intentional? Do you think it's intentional, or do you think they want to just, what can I say, intimidate the subscribers? Like, people will be afraid to comment. Like, you'll be put on blast and your comment will just be taken out of proportion and, given a different meaning altogether. you know so what do you think about that?
And also not even afraid to comment. The channel, the owner of the channels, might start now not wanting people to comment, or not wanting to leave, comments on their channel based on, out of fear of other people's perception of what it is that is there. Well, I will stand here and say that, we are responsible for what is being placed on our platforms, and we are supposed to really
Right.
monitor these things. We are supposed to monitor these things. But sometimes, because even for instance, let me just go a little bit away from the point. Sometimes we're still on point, but a little bit away from Zach to someone else. Sometimes if you should even I beg your pardon, go back to Dimwango's chat. Like if I'm watching a replay of a premiere or a live, the abuse that is on the front section of the comment section before you go to the live chat. And sometimes you wonder who are the moderators? Don't they go back to look on this page to see these insults, or to see whatever it is? And they're just there, but it's just that nobody has time. Once you're done with that, you're done with that. You're done with that
Right.
and you move on. Yes. So even though you're responsible for what's there, what comes there, what's on there, but you don't have time to sit down and babysit comments. Come on, especially a channel size of, like, the Mwango, even though she's not the subject, but I'm just using that as a reference point to say that you don't get the chance to do this. And, like a small channel holder as that, Zach is a busy man. Zach is a busy man. I actually did I spoke on this also because I saw it, and I watched the live from that individual who wasted an entire hour on the subject of Judy Moyo's comment. And to me, I'll tell you the honest truth, Maura. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to use this, how you would say, a pseudonym. I decided to use this call name, Blunder Boy, based on the fact that, a lot of the stuff that comes out from a lot of his productions are blunders. Results, the results are blunders. So I decided to just go by the call name Blunder Boy, honestly, because from what I saw there, it was a whole bundle, or minutes on data wasted talking nonsense. I mean, well, he's gonna collect if at the end of the month, from YouTube, because then there were viewers and they were very engaging, because they came to hear him preach puke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What Judy Moyo stated on that thing, that comment, it was clear that she
Yeah.
was saying, what she was saying was that, this guy Simba, should be removed from society, and she followed by saying he belongs in the Kenya prison system. So I don't know if he
Yeah.
was too happy to gather the information to run with it. And this is why when you get news, you sit on it a little bit and wait. Don't run with it. Yeah, breaking news, but breaking blunder.
Right. Right.
Breaking news that results in blunder. So sometimes you have to sit on it a little bit, and wait it out, instead of running and not gathering all the facts. Come with something factual. And I was saying,
Right.
forget about the Alex syndrome situation. Don't forget about the Alex situation. We are past that. I'm expecting now to see from this individual, learn from that, and know that when you come in, gather your facts. Be factual. Let me leave it like that. Be factual. When you come, be factual. Don't just grab something and run with it because it look good. That doesn't mean that it tastes good, or it was properly cooked. Get your story, and then you
Right.
come to the public instead of wasting. I mean, I guess you'll make it back. You'll make back all of that time, that money anyway, and that money that he purchased that data for. If he doesn't have Wi-Fi, you'll make it back from YouTube at the end of the month. Anyways,
Yeah.
because most likely that was monetized. That content was monetized, but it was just blunder. Period. It was
Yeah,
blunder.
and the funny thing is that this message, and even the commenter Judy Moyo actually took her time to even punctuate it. So you
You
even get the meaning so
understand?
clear. And then on top of that, like it's better for somebody like you're saying you cannot babysit comments. Yes, but you see, the
Mhm.
thing is, this was actually a clear, it was a good comment. Yeah. If it was a bad
Exactly.
comment, then it would have been something else. But it was actually a good comment that has been turned around, twisted, and given a very cryptic meaning, of which this is not what the commenter actually meant. So, anyway, like you said,
Exactly.
it's a blunder, a blunder boy.
Exactly. Let me just take the time to say hello to someone here. Delphia, hi, 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 and welcome. Alice, hello. Mary, TV, hello. To a bunch of other people, hello, 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 and welcome. More of
Silver
the
Fox,
floor is
I saw
yours.
you.
The floor is
Erica.
yours.
Yeah. So, I was also thinking, like, that was very crazy. Mary TV, nice to see you. Alice Nderito, Delphia, and Silver Fox, I saw you today. So, how about the Masubo arrest?
OMG. Um, Mora, I was watching a gentleman. I can't remember the name of his YouTube channel. He just showed up on my feed, and just before I came on, and I was watching what he was saying. That Masubo is now sick, and they're not sure if it's stress. They're not sure, but he has fallen ill. Now, to me, I'll say this to you. I've never came across like any village that has so many people, especially male, falling ill so often.
What are you trying to say? What are you insinuating here?
Oh my! Listen, every
I actually
third,
saw
every
that. I
second.
actually saw it on his comments. He posted on his community page that
Okay, okay,
he's not feeling well, and he will keep people posted. And for me, I
okay.
think it's stress. The guy is just stressed.
Okay, how about him being let out early in the morning? Remember, those places are cold. Or how about him being let out early in the morning from the jailhouse to go home in that early morning dew, plus
Mm.
not being able to rest properly? That in itself alone will bring you sickness. And not that I'm saying that that he's hungry or he's starving or anything, but sometimes poor diet will play a major role in system breaking down so easily. So I mean the thing that I said earlier about falling ill so often, two things can be at play. Malaria, constant malaria, because then Nyabohansi has a lot of water, or it can be donation activation. I'm running away from that,
Right,
really, because
right.
it seems to be the norm. It seems to be the norm. I want to say that stress, being let out too early in the early morning dew, and him not eating properly. Him not eating properly. So it caused him to break down. He don't have no stamina. So even though he's been a lion, the lion need his meat to eat. The lion have to have protein. Somebody's laughing to hell. Somebody's laughing. Oh, Mary TV say, oh my God. And Alicia is laughing. Oh my. Honestly. I don't know. I mean, you don't laugh at sickness, it can be real. And because some people don't really take stress well. And,
Yeah, yeah.
the empty barrels, the echoes just be the loudest. The echoes just be the loudest is the empty barrels. Yeah. The
That's
older
right.
people
That's
say
right.
empty barrels make the most noise. And honestly, that is Masubo the lion for you. So he will stay up on that point and roar over the savannah. And after he roars, and if the other lions come and decide to take over his pack, he just has to surrender. He just will have
Yeah.
to surrender.
Actually,
So
for the first time,
right
I
about
saw him
now,
really shaken. You know, did you see how he was looking? Like, the guy was actually shaken, like for real. And
well,
I
the
think he thought that they would just go and talk about it. And he's bringing this other guy. Who's this guy that he brings along with him? And the guy who talks a
I
lot
think
and
that
talks
guy has
nothing.
a channel. I believe
He
that guy
does.
has a channel. Zach probably know him. Zach probably might know him because he's more familiar with a lot of the Nyabohansi people than we might. you know. But I think he has a chance. I've seen him someplace. Hi, Jody Moyo, Karen White. Hello and welcome. Not Karen White, Karen. Yeah, Altino official is dying with laugh. Okay, so I'm done
Mara is
cracking
saying he
jokes.
has not
I'm done
learned.
cracking jokes. On a serious note, we don't really laugh at sickness. Not that we laugh. We're
Yeah.
laughing over the way how he came out bold.
Yeah.
As you said, Mora, like maybe he thought that it was something that he would have continued. You see, abuse. You have to remember that
Mhm.
whatever you put out in the universe will come back to you.
Right.
If you go outside right now and you throw some water up in the air, isn't it gonna come back on your head?
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna fall right.
Yeah.
Throw the water in the air, and you see it's gonna fall right back on your head. So you gotta
Sure,
understand
sure.
it's just the laws of the universe. So that's the way how it works. You pull
Yeah.
somebody down, you better make sure you're pulling yourself down along with the person because that's the way how it goes. That's the way how it goes. You have to pull
So this
yourself down
guy,
along with it.
so this guy is, trying to talk so much, talking about how they're going to get this done, this, that, and the other. And I think, according to what Masubo was saying, it's like they tried to negotiate. Like, probably he tried to seek forgiveness or something when they met at the police station. But, this time around, and I remember you, the Real Things podcast, you saying that Marwa can take it easy and maybe D. But I remember you saying, but David Jr.
Oh, you
He's
remember?
not gonna play. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Oh, Zach is in the. He says to let him in. Hmm. Yeah, I was telling you that David Jr. Whenever he shoots, he aims and he shoots, and he's gonna leave it right there. So whether you're
Right.
wounded, whatever happens after, he's not looking back because he's coming to get you because he doesn't interfere with no one. He does his thing.
Hi, Zach.
So don't
Welcome, welcome.
trouble. Not. Hmm.
Karibu sana, Zach. Alice is telling you Karibu. We
I'm
need you
here.
at
I'm
the
here
forum.
already. I'm here already.
So we're just talking about Masubo. He's a tamed lion. He has been domesticated. Right now, has he become a cat? I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but he has cooled down. He's even posted in his community page that he's not feeling so well. And I'm trying to say it's probably stress or, now he has, it has dawned on him. And so, what do you think about this lion, the real lion, Zach?
I think. The real lion itself. That one was for the villagers, but not for other people. You know,
Not for the
maybe,
law. Not for the law.
maybe, sure. Maybe Masubo had his own jungle, but not the jungle where most guys dwell on. So the law will come and thwart every other kind of lion that exists in every kind of a jungle. So the best thing is when he's sick, it's quite unfortunate. Speedy recovery, Mr. Lion. But the law treats every sickness. The law does not know any sickness. The law will come and diagnose you squarely, horizontally, whether you are sick or not sick. All we are praying is like, get up, well, Mr. Lion, and face the law. The law is an ass, is a two double edged sword. Then it pricks at will, whether you are sick or not sick. But unfortunately, when he's sick, we just pray that he be well, and the rest shall continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people were trying to like console him, by saying that it is just a civil case. This is something small. I even saw people saying that he has not made any mistake. There is nothing there.
Let me tell you,
What
Mora.
do you think?
Let me tell you, Mora. When it comes to cybercrime, there are two things like the way I explained. It could be a civil case and a criminal case. So defamation generally is a civil case. But now, what makes a defamation case a criminal case? It is there is a subsection that talks of data protection. So data protection element makes it a criminal case. One, intercepting somebody's data, transmitting somebody's data unauthorizedly. You never got an information or a permission of particular person or of an XYZ company or a Z person that I want to use your information in a particular way. So going opposite or going beyond to fetch somebody's information unawares, publish it, make money of it, that's what we call now the conspiracy theory, makes it a criminal culpable. So the criminal element comes with the data protection because the privacy is infringed. That's now data protection. The civil nature of that case is now the defamation. Because of what you shared, I'm hurt. Because of what you shared, my reputation is dented. That's the only thing that I can say. Yes, now these people should listen. Now the same thing I wanted, like also like I clarified. If you find an attorney could take the two cases at the both time. To go for the both, are you there? To go for the both,
Mm-hmm.
civil and criminal. Are you there? So it depends. Or to sue one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, criminal or civil.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and I also believe that, some people were advising him based on the laws of their countries. Sometimes if somebody does not quite understand how our laws work here, somebody may think that they are actually advising him, but yet they could actually be putting him into, more hot soup. So I also feel like it would be wise.
An advice. These people knew that it was defamation, and
Right.
that's why when it comes to the face of defamation, it might take long, and the police sometimes might not follow in it. That's why they are questioning why police arrest Masubo. Are you getting that? They never knew that was a criminal element. Are you there?
Yes,
So
I
that was the
agree.
problem. That was the problem that they never knew about the Kenyan law. There is a
Yeah.
cyberbullying that will come and incriminate you as a criminal offense, punishable by state, not law now, punishable by state. Are you there? This is why now I'm wondering why Masubo is running a GoFundMe to solicit fund, because now the government is the one who should provide a state counsel or a lawyer to present Masubo, because that's a criminal case punishable by state, not law.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Well, I guess
So it's
someone
actually,
once seen as you said this now, being as you're saying this here now, I guess if it's anyone who is, you know, close to him listening can inform him, because a lot of people really, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of who are his subscribers or his who are cheering him on are totally ignorant to the fact. So maybe this is something that they can use to educate him as well.
right. Because now look at what happens. Now he's on his own. And now suffering with his own family, and yet people were actually out there cheering you on, and they'll not be with you, when these things are happening. So Zach, I also seen you've done you did a premiere on Christmas list. I think this week was a week of arrests.
Sure,
you
sure.
know and it's actually so sad that I've actually seen that clip. I listened to that clip, and it's quite traumatizing. The guy is actually in some cell that he doesn't even see light. Nobody is there and everything. I mean, I can imagine the trauma being in a foreign country, and being holed up down there. You don't even know what's going to happen to you next. Don't you think that is a very traumatizing thing to go through?
Yes,
There is some sort.
absolutely. It is traumatizing. It is traumatizing, and that's why on my three previous premier videos, I talked about the fundamental rights that house a criminal either or anybody that's seized by police or apprehended by police, how somebody should be processed going forward. Mm. Are you there? How somebody should be processed going forward. That now Trinidad is not a monarch. Comparing Trinidad with Saudi Arabia, where the king, that where the information itself is up to down. There's no down to up. That one is doing injustice. The same way I was referring about this the sedation as a cake or a repugnant law. It's because it doesn't reflect on the principle of modern democracy, the principle of the principle of modern democracy. Are you there?
Right.
So it is the main reasons why I was telling people, because the system of governance in Trinidad is based on democracy. Are you there? So its rule or her rule must also reflect democracy itself, because what's the function of press? Free
Right.
expression, free rule, showing people. It's like mirroring the country, whether the country is sick, ailing, all the activities that is happening within the country itself. So, like the anatomy presenting Chris came and said, the law itself is the sedition law itself is a cake. The government can use the same law to gag the freedom of press. Are you there? So it is a negation of a human right when it comes to freedom of expression. So any law, any law that infringes of the right or curtails the right of a human being, and this right of a human being, that's what we call the fundamental rights, the inherent right that even a even any law itself or any other kind of constitution itself cannot take that kind of right to you. Right to life, right to speak, right to medication. Are you there? Which means
Right.
whether you are in a police custody and you're sick, you must be taken to hospital. When you're in a police custody and you want to communicate, they need to give you a phone and communicate. It doesn't matter what kind of a crime you've done, because the police are there. So these are the fundamental rights that the law itself cannot negate. They cannot curtail. That's why any moment you are taken to the court or the court of justice before the judge will first ask you, huh, if you have anything to say before the case proceeds. So any moment you'll mention how you are treated, how your fundamental rights were negated. Therefore, that case on a technical ground is thrown out, because two wrongs cannot make a right.
Right.
The legal justice was brought to process people in a manner that's not degrading, to process people in a manner that is seeking for justice for everyone. Are you there? So you cannot negate the other principles and coming to like streamline the another principle. It's like stereotyping A and mainstreaming B, which is that's not how the law works. Are you there? So there's no
Right.
principle of balance at all. So on a
Right.
technical ground, when Chris shall be taken to the corridor just in the court before that judge, I'm acutely assured that this case is going to be thrown out, because sedation is telling you that there must be an element of threats, there must be an element of funding, there must be an element of inciting. In all Christmas list videos, there's no incitement, there's no funding, there's no any other thing. In fact, if you had to watch those videos, it was more of an advice to the gang to cease fire, to live certain kind of life. Are you there?
Right. Right.
Yes. So anything pointing that people are incited, nothing. Christmas list just showed the reality, what's happening. So the police maybe got vexed. Police wanted to revenge, and that's why police had to do all other kind of heinous act, abduct. The reasons why I'm saying abducting is like abduction is when you are taken into a communicado. No one wants to give you or guarantee you your basic rights. No food, no anything. No lawyer. They wanted to come to you. Even the embassy person, the high commissioner of the consulate couldn't access him or was kidnapped along the way and warned. So
Wow.
police basically was like they knew this. They know even at cell this case is gonna be dropped. So they need to do all their heinous act with Chris. Even in eventuality that this case is dropped, they've already tortured this guy. They don't care. Are you there?
Right.
Huh? And if you know, because
And I
that's why
think,
I was telling
yeah,
that's why I was telling people at the Trinidad, the people came to me, my friend, at oh this guy because it was on a holiday. They don't know whenever there is a application or an order that we call habeas corpus. The habeas corpus is an order when attorney appears before the judge to seek an order, and that for that order to be given, it's because the police has refused to process the person they're holding in a communicado and present him before the court because they're taking long. Within 24 hours,
so,
the person must be taken before the court of justice. So the habeas
Yeah.
corpus is to order the police to present a particular person that they are holding in communicado before the judge or before the court, whether dead or alive. That is habeas
Right.
corpus. So long as there was that order, that one also confirms that Christmas list was denied a fair trial. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to welcome
in,
some people. Welcome Mama
yes.
Winball, for Sky, welcome. Awa, thank you for being here. Jewel, Janet Harris, Karibuni Sana. Thank you for being here. And thank you for always supporting this team. So the Real Things podcast, what do you have to say about that?
So many things I had to say. I get lost in the comments. uh, Guys, look, yeah, look. One thing that I think that puzzled the authorities, right, was how did Chris just got into Trinidad and went directly? So I want to believe that they're filtering everything that they could get their hands on to see how well did he know, who did he know rather, how well did he understand what he was getting or where he was going to? Yeah,
Yeah.
because nobody, as far as what I'm hearing, that nobody has ever done this, but this is what Chris does. So he knows the game. He
Right.
knows how to get in. He knows, he, even though he's new to a place, he knows the gutters to get in because it's in his genes, in a sense that that's what he
Right.
does. So he knows which gutter to go down in to dig for the filth. I mean, I don't mean in a bad way, meaning to, you go to the belly of the beast to find whatever you are looking for, and he knows. And I think in the first video, the first day, the first video that I saw him in Trinidad, and he went to the areas, and the kids were telling him, the kids were very adamant, don't go there because that over there is a bad place. Over there is a bad
Right.
place. See, he started, not that he's using kids as a target, but the major, the regular, any regular Joe in the street, he just walks up and he asks questions. So, is this a good place to go? Is that a bad place? Why am I not supposed to go over there? And the place that you tell him not to go is where he's going to go. That's how YouTube content creation works. If you notice his slogan, not your average tourist. So not being an average tourist means that, okay, I'm a tourist, yes, but I'm not gonna go where you want me to go, not in the touristy areas. I'm gonna go where you don't want me to go because that's where the juice
Right.
is. That's where the story is, the real people, the real things. That's where it is. Why should I, come in here and want to learn about the authenticity of your country when I'm going where everybody goes, get on a glass bottom boat, go snorkeling and so on? How is that learning about somewhere? It's the people that makes the country really authentic. Yeah. So hence you go.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, not. I mean, not that I'm glorifying anything or trying to justify anything. I'm just saying that it's the people that makes the story of the country. Yeah. So if you don't go there in the street and reason one on one with these people, the ones who are really at the bottom of the pit. That's why I use the term the belly of the beast. This is what Chris does. This is what he does. You know?
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
think it shocked the authorities that he really just get there and got into places that they could only go guns firing.
Yeah.
They
Sure,
wouldn't just
sure,
go
sure.
in. They would have to go guns blazing. So it is puzzling to them. And that's where the money story came in, that he must have paid somebody to get
Yeah.
in here. No way he would. But no, what they don't understand, there's this trend, right? We, us as blacks, and Chris is a white person. You know, we have this kind of thing about us. Oh, if it's a white person, you know, you will lay out the red carpet. There was this thing,
Sure,
Right.
there
sure,
is this
sure,
Right.
thing
sure.
about blacks. So then he's gonna be welcome. But let me explain something to you in Jamaica, right? It's a little tricky. In the countrysides of Jamaica, you notice when Chris goes, he stays in Kingston because Kingstonians are mostly like how Trinidadians are. Eh?
Sure.
But you see in the countryside, let me tell you, in the countryside that I'm from, the first thing they're gonna say, we don't want no white people wrong here because them they're FBI. They don't
Sure, sure.
trust them. So
Uh-huh.
it's different. It's different. Even though on the north side and the west side we thrive on tourism, but when a single white person coming in an area asking questions, hell no, we don't want you here. That's exactly what they're gonna say. So it would have been harder for him to thrive in the countrysides in certain areas. Him alone, it wouldn't work like that. But generally, I'm just saying all of that to say generally, you know, that is how us as blacks do. We roll out the white carpet. We give them the real
Right.
black love and welcome, and that is why you see when they go, like when they go for vacation and so on and so forth, they go to mingle with the locals, like black people, I mean white people, or I should say Caucasian. They go to mingle with the locals because they want the true story. They don't want the tourist thing. Yeah. Chris is something like that. But anyway, guys, honestly speaking, the sad part about it is that I'll confess to you, him being taken around, like I saw it's allegedly being brought out into the ghetto areas by the police to identify gang members. Chris is now gonna, to me, if he's going through that airport, he is gonna have to have bulletproof from head to toe, because then if you are coming back now to identify me, this is where trouble comes. And they don't understand when they do these things, it's problem. What they should have done was just use whatever content, if they're looking for stuff, use the content
Yeah.
that he had there and just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. But I guess, as I said earlier on, they're puzzled because they want to know how the hell did he just get in here and just go directly to where he's going. But it takes a lot of
Mhm.
questioning people, local people, walking on the street asking any Jack and Jill. And this is how he does what he does. But it's sad. It's really
Right.
sad. It's really, really sad what is happening to Chris. But it's not the. I'm here to tell you though. It's not the first time that it's happened. He was held in Cuba for like 13 days. He went to Havana and he flew a drone. You know, in those days when drone was just the thing, and he flew a drone. And Havana is the capital of Cuba. And he flew the drone and he was arrested. He was held for 13 days. So Chris understands, you know, what the implications, the things that comes with this. So it's just right now that YouTube, the world has become a small community. So, and with the freedom of social media, we are learning these things. But it's happened in the past. So, you know, he knows the ins and outs. He knows.
Sure. He knows.
Mhm.
I'm sure he knows very well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I saw Silver Fox was saying that, it's not his first time in Trinidad. Um, and so he is not. He normally, his slogan is what? He's not your average tourist or something like that.
Yeah, Chris is not your
Exactly.
average tourist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, let me tell you, Chris is so daring. Like, even when he was in Kenya, I was watching those videos and I was like, you know how you hold your stomach because you know you're afraid for him. You're in the house, but you're afraid for him. Like, he was going to, these ghettos, and I'm looking at him, and he's talking to this guy. He didn't know the guy, and like you said, the real things. There's this thing about trusting the white man. And
Yep,
because if it was a black person, they'd have robbed you. I mean, like, seriously.
long
But
time.
there's something about this guy is white, so they're nice to him, and you're thinking, like, seriously, they take him around, answer all his questions, like they're so free with him, and you're thinking, how does he get their trust? And maybe he knows how to, like you said, it's his thing, so he knows how he does it. He does.
Yep.
And our girl, the Real Things podcast. I remember the other day you just did a live telling our girl to leave Babylon, and she actually did. And I think it was about time. Yeah,
It
and
was
I've seen
about time.
some people are saying she escaped, whatever it is. Anyway, we're happy she's safe. Mongo is safe. Where is she at, by the way?
She's in Grenada.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Grenada, one
So
of those small islands. It's called a Spice Island. Yeah.
yeah, I saw the live, and the place was looking so. I mean, I like the vibes. Those the village vibes in the city kind of thing. And so yeah, she heeded your advice. I see, and I think it was about time because I would not have stayed there a day. Trust me,
Girl,
myself. Yeah.
huh, I will tell you, if you guys remember like a few videos back, I was saying that there is something that is off. I was sensing something. You guys remember that?
Right.
And I just
Yes,
try
yes.
not to emphasize that too much. It was off. And this was way before anything happened, but I was just getting these vibes. And there was this thing that there was too much attack in the comment section. Oh, about African tea, and who is better than who. And when you find such an environment, you bounce because there's
Sure.
room. This is
Right.
just it's just creating tension. Oh, African tea is better than D, and D copy this
Oh my
and that.
God.
When you find these environment, you bounce. You
Negative energy.
bounce. I'm from the Northwest. I'm from the Northwest, and I know when to leave the room. And I sat back and I said, mm-mm, come, girl, let's go. Time to leave Babylon because this is not feeling right. In my guts, there was something brewing, and I just, and I'll tell you this thing though. It might be pure speculation, and I know it's done and gone, but even this thing with when D was saying that the hotel, the owner for the place that the villa that they were staying came and said that the place was rented for a month. Nothing tall
Right.
gozo. Listen to me. Those people were probably told by the cops to tell them that the place was rented so they can leave because we're going for this guy. We are
Oh.
going for this guy. Yeah. Remember when she came out in the yard when they were going to town with Shane? That vehicle that was in the yard, I know that was that was a stakeout. That
Mm.
vehicle in the yard, in the front of the yard, that pickup, that was a police vehicle.
Right.
That was a stakeout. They were watching the property, and that in my like when I saw it, me like I actually like I had goose pimples. I was like, Jesus, what the hell, police? What the hell is this? Why? Just I was thinking, I said maybe well because it's Trinidad, they probably would have to guard the place. Lo and behold, all of this thing was going on in the background. But I mean, guys, all we have to do is just hope for the best right now. For Chris, tomorrow will be court. So they
Yeah.
already laid out what it is that he's supposed to be charged with this or that. So it's either this or that. You don't pay the money, then you go to jail. Argument done, give me my ticket, give me my passport, and let me get out of the country. you
Right.
know, I'm looking at it like that. Because they already laid out what it is. They already. So I really I'm not worried, but I just don't want because let me explain. Like, remember that he's done this in other countries, and now he may have to transit through other countries. I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes, if he has done content in these other places, they may want to hold him for that too, because this is like a
Yeah.
domino effect. So this is what I am
Mhm.
worried about. Now that the world has become such a small community, this in itself might begin to pose problems for him. So he will be flagged. May be flagged. You see what happened in Cuba? It's not a lot of people that knows about this, less than a handful. You know what I'm saying? So this Trinidad thing is bringing things to light because everybody has become so close.
Yeah.
And now Trinidad thing, everybody's now going back to the channel, looking at things, looking at I'm reading. Okay, I'm actually reading our comment at the Real Things podcast. You're from country. I'm Kingston, but it come from oh grow with grandparents with wisdom. Okay. Yes, definitely, indeed. I don't know where that stemmed from, our, but I grew up with like older folks also. So as you're saying, I'm suspecting that you're probably saying to use wisdom because the comments are lost. So I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I just hope that he gets through, gets back home, and this doesn't pose a problem. But I want to say something to you guys. Even though he's went to Afghanistan, and that was the place that I thought. See, I've been following Chris for a while. That was the place
Yeah.
that I thought that he would have been in problems with.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, because once you go into Afghanistan and you come back out, you're in problems because everybody's deeming you now as aiding and abetting or whatever, with the people and with the T word. Yeah, I don't want to mention that word. You understand?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rulers of Afghanistan, once you go there and come back, it's like they start tracking you all over. People will track you, your governments will track you. But it was
Exactly.
it was shocking to me that he went there and he came back and nothing happened. So um that in itself makes me not too worried about Trinidad because he went to dangerous place that people deem as having terrorists, so on and so forth, and nothing really came out of it. He was, or maybe he's been tracked, tagged, or anything, and we don't know. We don't know. But then, do you think they would have left him all this time? And don't you think that the governments are actually using this data because they know they have a real person on the ground? Eh?
Right. Right.
countries. So I don't know. I don't know. We're just hoping for the best.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
just hope
hoping
for
Sure.
the
for the
best.
best for tomorrow. I just want to Paulette McTaggart, thank you for being here, sis. You're saying hope they will let him out tomorrow. I'm praying for him. Yeah, sure. We all hope for the best. Treehouse, you're saying been to Cuba. Everyone is watched more cops than population, especially in Havana. One couple visited 2 times in a year and not detained, then deported. All right, so the Real Things podcast. You also spoke about our brother, Mr. Rindima. What's going on with Nyabohansi? Is it jealousy? Is it what's really going on? What is your take? Because now I'm confused myself, to be very honest.
Like um I started a live yesterday, and yes, Mayuguno was in the back of my mind, but then some things started to come to light that I wasn't even aware of. I wasn't, honestly, like people, Zach, I don't know if you wanna talk a little bit on this. Maybe you might have seen where Nasto came out speaking, in codes. I saw quite a few other YouTubers came out speaking in codes about friendship and people and how people are treating other people. And then came Mayuguno. I've been noticing that he actually was being down. I've been just sensing this thing from my Yugun, and he comes to the video and he cries. His persona, even though we laugh and crack jokes, is just not the Mayuguno that we know, you know.
Right.
And he's been struggling, a while back now since the Lazy Gang came out, and I don't even hardly call this name, but came out, just a bitter taste in my mouth, honestly. They came out and they started making some serious accusations about the house, the Mama Grace situation, and things went downhill. Things went south for Mayuguno. From there, honestly, if you notice, guys, things went downhill for Mayuguno from since the saga with the Mama Grace story, and they were accusing him of scamming and all kind of thing. And talking about scamming, I overheard a conversation today that no, Nabo Hanse is under the radar. For these call words that they're using on the internet. Other YouTubers accusing other YouTubers of scamming. The authorities take these things seriously. And what they're not realizing with these titles that they're putting out there,
Right.
to drag each other down is serious. So now I was made to understand that Neighborhood says now under the radar. Hey,
Oh,
oh my God, for the wrong reasons. Let me use it like that. They've been under the radar, yes, for good things. Marwa fixed it and put it, but they're destroying this whole thing. Zach, I don't know if you wanna, reiterate on Mayugun a little bit. I don't know, but I just
Oh,
feel like we need to just keep him close to our hearts, and because I don't really know, I don't understand fully what is going on.
okay, okay. Before I delve into what really happening with Mayugno, there is one thing that mostly the YouTubers in the village, especially in Yabohans, they don't know. The defamation itself constitute even the title that used. Somebody might be using a misleading title. Then if you go to the content, is something different. So long as the title say otherwise, that alone is directed to you, is to defame you.
Hmm,
Once
hmm,
title is written at I am a Yugno, is a Kama, or the village of thieves, I am Mayugno, I am Marwa, and it's being tagged to these people. That is a
yeah.
defamation in
hmm.
itself. So these people, you can go and sue on the title itself. Whether it was a clickbait, you don't want to know. Are you there? So the content creators within Yabohanzi should be so clever and they should learn it long time ago. Any little thing, go for them, go for their neck. It's simple. And I wish this case of Masubu goes up to a level whereby somebody pays dearly or somebody gets convicted so that it becomes a parameter. It becomes a yardstick on
Hmm.
how other YouTubers who have involved themselves in uh, to the detrimental of other people's reputation, hmm, would be measured. Are you there? Unless they want to withdraw it, I don't know. Okay, let's dive in straight away on the issue of Mayugno. Mayugno is a sad man. Mayugno is not settled deeply at heart. There are a lot of things that is happening in the life of Mayugno. The reasons why I'm
Right.
saying that, if you start following the life of Mayugno, how Mayugno grew up, a street boy sent away by the father, grew up, ramages and elbowed his way through, met Ayamarwa coincidentally, boom, fast forward, Mayugno is the person who he is. Majority of people around Mayugno is not happy about with Mayugno, including close friends, whom sometimes you see
Hmm.
Mayugno with every day. Mm-mm. In Yabo Anze alone,
Wow.
when I speak of content creators, there are only two people in Yabo Anze who is the true friends, who are the true friends of Mayugno. The rest, nah. The rest are just
Mm.
pretenders. The rest are just like a
Hmm.
spy over Mayugno. They are hating. Are you there? Because of the
Wow.
structures that you see Mayugno have just built within a twinkle of an eye. They're there.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
that one aside. Now, what is now bedelving Mayugno? There is a seller, somebody in the village who wants to buy the property of Mayugno.
What?
And he
Hmm.
wants to buy it by force on the ground that
Really?
on a ground that Mayugno is a foreigner, should be deported. So countless number of
Wow.
time Mayugno has been fronted to sell these things on a easy way, or else we drag you to the court of justice. If you listen to
Wow.
Mayugno clip, Mayugno said he was called to the police. So the DCI, that one is the criminal investigation department, called him. When he went there,
Hmm.
he was accused of not being a citizen of Kenya. These people were so quick,
I saw that
arrested,
somewhere.
taken to court. Then he was being processed. Then later, the judge is telling you, you're a citizen of Kenya because you have ID and birth certificate, you're born in Kenya. But for us to complete this investigation, we need to take you to jail, the remand, for 2 weeks.
What?
You know, the shortcut of taking Mayugno to the remand was to pave way for somebody to go and take Mayugno's property.
Hmm.
Then that one will ease the deportation back to where you came from. unlawfully, then that one was defeated. So the moment I had that video, I reached Myugo immediately. The reasons why, okay, now there are more that I'm not willing to disclose here because it was between me and Myugo. We talked several things, but this one I'm talking about it because it appeared on the video. So it's basically analyzing the content of the video. Well, it's a fact Myugo is a Kuria by tribe. The tragedy is Myugo speak Kuria but not fluent in Kuria language. Another tragedy is Myugo speak too much Luo because the mom is Luo, and Myugo happened to grow next to the mom because the dad was so cruel to Myugo. So Myugo ended up plus all their siblings speaking Luo language. Okay,
Wow.
this brings a tribal angle within Nyabohanzi, whereby Luos now are not welcomed in Nyabohanzi.
Wow.
Because if you can remember the three stooges, this is Ernest, Max One, and the fake lion, Mr. Pride.
Wait,
Sometimes
wait.
use
Don't even call them that name. Don't even call them
yes.
that name because the motto for the team for the Three Stooges are all for one, one for all. They're not worthy of that name. All for one, one
Okay.
for all. Change the
Okay.
name.
Okay.
Change the name.
Copy. So that is it. So if you can remember, the three stooges came with a certain kind of accord and a slur in Lu language. They used to refer to Myugo as Ojamong. Ojamong.
Yeah.
Maxon would come. Ojamong was saying this. Ojamong was saying this. Ojamong. So Ojamong simply means in Luo word is an outcast. Whom were they referring
Wow.
to? They were referring to Myugo.
Really?
Hey there.
Really?
That's the word that they were using to describe Myugo. I used to listen because I'm a Lubai tribe. All the things
I
that
heard
they were
Maso was
throwing,
that term.
yes,
Yeah.
all the things that they were throwing at Myugo. And by that time, if you could follow my videos, I used to call them that they should stop this kind of tribal bigotry and tribal angle to solve their issues. Oh yeah.
Wow.
You could see I'm the son of the soil simply means I'm born here, I'm native here. So which means I'm the only one who's belonging here. The rest that you're seeing here don't belong here. Are you there? The title that I'm a lion simply means I'm the only one and I'm ruling this jungle. I can rule and thwart over everybody, including
Okay.
Ojamong.
Okay.
Are you there?
Okay.
The title king simply means I'm the crown. Are you there? I'm the authority. And if you want me anytime, you get me anytime before I even send my subjects. So if I cough, you cough. Are you there? That's it. So Myugo, the reasons why I'm saying this, because it was spoken on Myugo's video. Towards the Myugo video, when it was telling people, if you're a lawyer, can they reach me so that I get to know how I can be a citizen officially? And
Yeah.
when I told Myugo, you are a citizen of Kenya, you don't need anything. What you need only ID and a birth certificate. Full stop. Nothing else. The court verified everything. And even the registrar also was tag along. Registrar who registered Myugo with the ID and birth certificate said he knows Myugo for a long, long time. That Myugo is fully
Wow.
registered. Now, the only issues was now there were other the reasons why now they wanted to hold Myugo. Do you know at the DCI they even went and accused Myugo that Myugo have killed somebody.
Oh my God.
That was the reasons why they wanted to hold Myugo for a period of 2 weeks for them to investigate. Somebody doesn't want Myugo, and the good thing I know that somebody. I don't want to mention the name. A good friend, somebody. Are you there? And Myugo came on this video to justify, and now Myugo want a sense of belonging because Myugo now feels that he doesn't belong, and Myugo came on that video saying that what people doesn't know that I'm a courier. I don't speak too much Korea. I speak too much Luo. I'm not a Luo. I'm a Ko. That one seal everything. Why would Mayuguno come on a camera to start speaking of tribe that I'm a Korea? I'm not a Luo. Though I speak Luo, I'm not fluent in Korea. What
But
could
Zach,
have
he's both.
I
precipitated
He's
that?
actually
both.
thought
He's
he was
both.
answering
He's
someone.
both Korea and Luo, because the mother is, and I don't understand why anybody would say he's not Kenyan if the mother is Kenyan. I mean, that's crazy.
So the problem is now the people are using the fact that he doesn't speak Korea. Now she doesn't belong there. He
So
only
what?
speaks Luo. Now he's wanted. He is unwanted there.
Oh,
God,
wow.
So it has taken
it's so
it has taken
sad.
the tribal angle, and the reasons why I'm telling you it is because of politics nature in that region. Politics nature in that region is so toxic, and the reasons why I've been telling that Max One, the Three Stooges all along have come to the YouTube and brought us a cake and a very little little politics. The same way they were being used by the politicians around for their own personal vendetta. Now they brought it to YouTube because now it's a tribal angle. You could even understand. You could even sometimes Max One said, "Oh, I am Marwa. You are from Korean community, but you are just helping outsiders. You are helping outsiders." They were
Yeah,
by that time
yeah.
they were at the neck of Minhawi. They were at the neck of PA. They were at the neck of two PAs, Irene. They were at the neck of Ferries. Go back to your go back to your area. Go show us your village.
Wow.
So you understand. So that is what is disturbing Mayugno. The things made Mayugno's parent came. Mayugno's parent came, the dad and the mom. It forced the dad, it forced the Mayugno's mom to go and bring the grandfather. The grandfather who's alone stays in Migori, where Mayugno grew up. There is an MP called MP Odege. MP Odege is an uncle of Mayugno, is the sister, is the brother to Mayugno's mom. Went there to the police station, went up to the court until the police ran away. Are you there?
It's
Oh
that
my goodness.
serious. It's that serious. It's that
Yes,
serious.
that is the
Wow.
problem.
No
Hmm?
wonder the young man is demeanor changed. No wonder. That's a lot to be
Ma,
walking around with, man.
Ma, Mayugno cried that when Ayamaro is away, he's not feeling peace. When Nasto is away, he's not feeling peace.
Mm-mm.
Right. I can imagine.
He's
It's
saying it's
bad.
being
It's
fought.
bad.
It's being fought left and right, including chief administrator is in the mix.
Wow. Corruption in the highest degree.
Yeah.
Mm.
Money. It's just
You know,
That's
money.
they
the
always
problem.
do it.
So what? I'm only sorry that those houses can be it's not movable, and just left them to hell and find a new beginning. Because in most parts, you're more accepted on the outside,
Yeah.
honestly. But look at Marwa. Look at Marwa. And by the way, guys, I was watching the not to stray from the point. I was watching the latest vlog that Marwa had up, and I just had a proud moment when I heard him said that they were discussing some things about upliftment and so on and so forth, and I felt so proud when I heard him mention that he would go back to the village and introduce the guys to even like building of smart villages. This guy have plans,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess Mayu gonna sense that once he's under Marwa's wings, he's safe. But all these
Right.
other vultures, I would say vultures. They just come to eat meat. They watch you until you're dead, and when you're dead, they come and eat you, devour you. Hmm. Wow. You know
Yeah,
how
Atieno's
the crows
officially
would just
saying
fly
that.
around waiting.
Right. Atieno's officially saying that in this day and age in Kenya, one can live anywhere, and that is so true. So Mayugno is, he can live there. Being that his mother is Kenyan, I do not even understand why anybody would be, But anyway, like you said, that jealousy thing, and somebody wanting his property by force, crazy. But now that
It's bad.
everything is out, like, of course the administration has been made aware that this person is actually a Korean, and his mother is Kenyan, and the MP, who is the mother's brother, showing up and everything. So I believe that things have cooled down. What do you say, Zach? Because you're the one who spoke with Bayugno, so you would know whether are things okay right now for him.
Things are okay. There's only one bit that they are soon going to finalize. Things are just okay now.
Hmm.
Right.
Things are seized because
Aye.
the police has refused to reveal whoever reported Mayugno of scamming. So the issue of scamming that police is
Hmm.
going to investigate. So when they were brought to task,
Hmm.
let whoever brought a case of scamming to come, because you have got that right of information.
Right.
To scam, to scammed who?
Yeah, because if you tell me I'm a scammer, you've got to come and say I'm the one. Somebody has to come and be the one I scammed. I cannot just
Yeah,
be a scammer of the air.
sure. Yeah, that is the only
Wow.
thing. No, that's the only thing remaining. That anytime
And
police will be calling him to come do what this. I told him, don't be afraid. Anything when police tells you to come, that is coming. Anybody, uh, let them come. Let them show you whoever, so that you go. Whom? What did I scam you? What
Yeah.
was it all about? Uh,
but look what
you sent
happened to
me.
him the other day when
Yes.
he got an order for cement or whatever it was that he was selling,
Hmm.
and they gave him all they gave him was a bounce check. Eh?
Yes. Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
supposed to be crying out? And you never you never even heard him, cry over it. But once he just came to the public to tell them, guys, this is what happened. I got a phone call about someone purchasing material. Went and I load up material only to know that the check is not valid. Yeah? Wickedness
Wow.
in the highest degree.
So sad.
Yes, sad indeed.
Bad. It's really, really bad.
Welcome, Moz.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh
Sorry,
wow.
man. I was
You're
cooking.
late.
No, no.
More, you're doing what? More, you are not the real lion. Real lion, you cook.
Oh bye.
Real,
Welcome, Yvonne Cummings. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here.
thank you. So, what is going to happen now with this real lion? What is going to be the outcome?
What do you think? What do you want to happen? If you are the judge, what would you say?
Well, should be set as an example. You can't abuse somebody that is
you,
doesn't.
you, you need some volume, Moose.
Huh? It should be set as
Volume.
my volume. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Say should be an example for the village and for community and the Kenyans. That you can't just bullying somebody because you think you got the right to bully. That is simple and plain. Yeah, you need to be truthfully on your content. If you have a problem with somebody, it's your problem with that person. It's not a public affair.
Sure.
I don't know
Right.
what you guys think.
Yeah. I mean, like, you cannot just be invading people's privacy and expecting things to be. And there's this thing, Zach, that they keep talking about, public figures. You're out there, you've put yourself out there on the streets. So, even the president, we talk about the president, people abuse the president. I mean, like, don't public figures have rights? So, like, if I'm a public figure, for instance, am I not supposed to have rights like everybody else? And there are boundaries when it comes to me, like, if somebody is a public figure, people should just step on them, abuse them, just do anything and everything, and that's okay.
No.
Is that what the law says?
No, the law does not say that in any country. No,
Of course.
does not say. There is a limitation. Yeah, they're exposed. They're out there. People, they become accountable to the public when they use the public funds, when they public domain, doing some political activity, whatever activity they're doing. But when they're in the private life, if they misbehave, there is a difference.
Sure.
But if their private life, like congressman, is on own, do their own thing, so Masum should not go to that extent to diminish a dignity. It's the same me started to insult your mother. What rights I have to insult your mother? There is a difference. You're not going to insult the mother of the president because you don't like the president. You know, that's the effect between you. You are the one, you elect him. You're the sovereign. So you have certain rights to criticize the president or the public figure, whatever. But in this case here, we see something different. Here we saw an individual that is motivated by somebody else. I don't know if you saw that video where he says, you, Black Beauty, you told me to do me this, you guide me through this now. Now
now Black Beauty is cheering up when he's locked.
Imagine.
Where's that drink? Where's that drink? That AK drink? Where they want to the money that he always say they have the money to support him. Where's the pig? Where's Bademaya? Where's Rudy? Where all these people? Show me.
Oh boy.
It's quite sad. It's quite sad. You know, see a woman,
You guys,
they use and abuse. Just come and beg. Yeah, I need money. Okay, you need money. You go there. My money, money for congrats, mom. If I have to put £1,000, if I have to go to the bank, get £1,000 loan, I'll get £1,000 loan, but I'll give to congrats, mom. Yeah. That is simple and plain, you know.
Yeah. To add on, when it comes to the leadership, the president, the MP, those in a political caucus, you can criticize the leadership. It's allowed the way Moses is saying. The style of leadership, the corruption, somebody is involved, that one you can full throttle. But you also have to draw the boundary to bring in the family of this person, the limelight, to bring in things that are not known either. So it should not border the hate, it should not border the defamation, or it should not border the an offense or a crime. So the problem is, these people think they came in this YouTube seat with the political mentality. They want to politicize everything, that so long as, because you're a public figure, they want to talk about you the way they think so. Limitations are there that will guard either the data protection. You know, there are some things that people protect, they don't want people to talk about it. That's why in the political caucus, when people are going for campaign, you can say anything, but when you feel like your friend is saying anything, most of them, they're being served by the lawyer of the opponent, that we serve you. Maybe yesterday you did it unknowingly, but now we are serving you to cease and you stop going to the same trajectory, of which if you insist doing the same, therefore the law will take its course. Yeah. And these are the things, these people, they are some kind of a godfather elsewhere, I know it all, promise them something that's so unmanageable, choreographing other things that they thought that, oh, this now we have this guy is working with the government of America, this guy is having money, this guy is some kind of shit, so they go rant on things that they don't understand, This person advises them on trajectory of what they want to take. So they come in front of camera and start saying things that are not making sense. Such that
That's
if I come with facts and I dismantle it,
it's like that
eh,
journey of Subo that want to be in the camera. You want to just be in the camera
sure.
because you can see the big FCOK of what Masubu was saying. Masubu was incriminating himself.
Yes.
I was like, your attorney just there is not correcting you.
Hmm?
You should. You are telling to the judge, to the police, to the CID that you have a right to insult anybody what you want.
Imagine.
You just said that can be used against you. And that
Hmm.
hey, to make sure everybody see I'm the best attorney. Come on. That attorney, I just advise people, young ones, please don't go to his business. Don't make him rich. Find somebody else. Sorry, you.
Wow.
Yes.
It is sad, very sad. Yeah, it is very sad.
Very
But
sad indeed.
yeah, that is a good indication for fellow the boy. Fellow the boy have a lot of matters pending, and there is a reflection that fellow the boy should look into, start thinking. Even that guy Max One now, he start asking himself how this thing has turned so 360 degrees. Why and how? You understood? I can see people now put their videos in private. Videos are flying now on private matters. These people are stupid. They think other people they didn't download, record the receipts. They're stupid, ignorant. Yeah, it's quite. What is quite pity here also is this. What I can call this issue about Mayugno. This Mama Grace story. That's
Right.
yeah. This story of Mama Grace. These people that spinning this story, they are not seeing the consequences here. They think, oh, I can spin up a story. They are not watching what Masubo One is going through. You know?
Who even brought that story that Mama Grace is dead? Surely.
There's a guy, a
I can't
Nigerian
remember. It's an older guy.
reactor.
Yeah.
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 And people ran with that story, you know. And I understand it's a lie, right? It's not true.
No, it is a lie,
Right.
100%.
Because
And
quite a
it's,
few people came out to debunk on the even on the Prince. Prince was doing a live, and I think Radeka came out and said, "No, Prince, that's a lie," and he apologized. You know.
but
Yeah,
anyhow,
Oh.
Mama Grace is Rebecca's sister.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Imagine,
Mm.
imagine.
Oh.
So problem.
yeah. But there is another issue here with Mayugno.
Oh,
Mayugno,
guys,
yeah.
somebody is saying that if we go to Tanzania and dig for Masuba's father, he's going to be happy since the mother came to be married in Nyabohanse with Masuba boy.
These guys.
Oh, goodness.
YouTube,
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
There's another story here to understand about
OMG.
Mayugno. I don't know why Mayugno is putting all hair in his mind, in his brains. Mayugno should be relaxed and then just take life easy. But anyway, it's too much bullying in the village, indeed. So let's see what it comes. But what is upsetting people is this relationship, Mayugno and what the name this woman? Vivian, whatever.
Who?
Yeah, this relationship is gonna take Mayugno to really a hell situation because there is lot of things. Vivian do her own thing. Mayugno talking to her and tell her what he doesn't like, whatever. It seems like there is a struggle between themselves, you know. And Vivian tried to come out and produce something. For me, it's like there is a crisis in that relationship. I think they need a counselor. They need a counselor, somebody that can talk to them and say, look, if you guys are going to be husband and wife, you have to look into this very serious. Look to like Ayamara and Rocio, how they manage the content. You see how they not to be similar, because I'm seeing here a problem, and the problem gonna be Vivian. And Vivian, I don't think prepared for this relationship. I don't know you guys.
I think there was a strategy though. I think there was a strategy in allowing her to have a channel this time around once they rekindled. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like she was feeling left behind. I felt like she was feeling left behind, and somehow maybe Myugo, being the street smart he is, realized that maybe this time around, I don't know, let her, have a taste of it, or maybe she had the channel before, because I don't know.
And on my point of view, what I've been seeing for Nyambuan's couple, like that Irish girl, what their name? What their name? These versus Gabi versus. I can see some quite interested in the relationship. I see for the relationship with Nasto. The ladies at the back seat, they're just coming back, sit there once in a while, produce a video and all this. And Vivian also should start thinking a strategy. What is the long-term strategy here? Is videos, is money, or maybe a wife of somebody, me enjoy all these that is here, have my family.
Zach, Zach, I see you hailing up your friend. Welcome.
Yes. It's welcome. It's Ernest. How are you? Welcome. How are you?
OMG. No,
Oh,
sir.
it's Ernest. Feel at home. It's Ernest. Feel at home.
Okay.
No, sir.
Naked Truth, I can see your
No,
comment.
sir.
Morale, give me a moderator. Actually, I'm trying, but it's not going through. I don't know. So I see your comment. So it's Ernest.
Okay. Wonder shall
Welcome.
never end.
I see you too.
People, are you Judy Moyo? I am mute on my Myugo issues until Precious come back. You see, this is true. Myugo, I don't know what went wrong there. Since Myugo's wife came back, all is a problem start, Joanne. Yeah. Yvonne Kumin, me too, Judy, I agree. You see, MJ, Myugo say is open that channel. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think.
Yes, he did.
He did. Well, that now you
Yes.
have to follow. You have to
He said
swallow
it in his video yesterday.
Okay.
Another one that will allow his comedy
So
and
that means she had the channel
music.
before.
Something.
So
I'm not really
Ernest,
sure. But yes.
Ernest, be honest and true. Why you guys go to stream? I'm asking to ETS Ernest. I know he's here and there. So why you guys go to the streams, attack your own people? Be honest. What benefits? Plus, give us light, Ernest. Please.
English is not vegetable.
Yeah. What this thing will go on? Yeah. If we, Judy.
So guys,
Okay.
So guys, let's go to the Travel Commando now.
Wow.
And what do you think about his Africa tour? Because I personally am enjoying it, and I believe Rocio is too. Being her first time in Africa, and yeah, Marwa is eating too much ugali, which is okay for me. Yeah? I don't know why people are making a fuss, but I'm enjoying the whole I'm enjoying the whole, the videos and everything. Right now they're in Zimbabwe and they're having a blast. So, what do you all think about their trips so far?
Awesome. Anyway, beautiful. They're bonding. You can see where they're bonding a lot. And I'm sensing calm. Not that there was none before, but we know how the hormones were raging before, and you could have sensed a little bit here and there. Lucia was a bit picky, but you're now sensing this calmness, and the both of them are glowing, guys. They are glowing,
There is this guy from
and
Zambia.
I'm loving. I spoke about it already, but now that we are back on the topic of Marwa, Moz, I don't know if you saw. You'll get to say what you have to say, but I don't know if you saw that part in the video that he did release today, where he was talking about bringing the idea to Nyabohanse of a smart village. Guys, this guy,
Mhm.
this Marwa, he has dreams. He has dreams because bringing that idea to Nyabohanse to me, you know, is like he's thinking miles ahead, way ahead, and that is what politicians supposed to. These are the ideas that politicians supposed to come up with to improve
You
a
want,
Right.
community, you know, so they can actually
uh,
improve the standard of living, basically,
you wanna
you know.
kill?
And he's thinking miles ahead.
Listen, you wanna kill Max One? Remember, Ernest is here. You gonna tell? You're gonna go tell Max, hey, Maro is doing this. Anyway, look, this African series, on my point of view, what impresses me, what impresses me, first of all, is this guy from Zambia. They have a channel called Travel Entertainment, something that drives up and down cars. He done a reaction video, and you guys should go watch that reaction video and hear in first person his relationship with Ayamaro, and then the effort and the commitment Ayamaro put towards him, and the haters, the lazy gun, telling him, you, Ayamaro, should pay him, not him support Ayamaro. So what I'm trying to tell you, since he came to Malawi before Zambia, you see how the reception was in Malawi, in Lilongwe in particular, how successful that became. So these African cities, it shows you a different level of Ayamara maturity first. As a father to be, as a friend, and then also as a content creator. The most important for me here is as a content creator. How he now realize he have a wife traveling with him, and what is content and what should not be in public domain. This is for me very valuable. Yeah, because this I show different Ayamaro. Also is the reception, how we Africans today I was see this video in Zimbabwe, a guy talk about Mutua tree, about his boots. So how people are so knowledgeable about him positive. From not Tanzania, from Malawi, Zambia. Now we have this uh,
Harare, Zimbabwe.
Harare, Zimbabwe. This is amazing. Can you imagine when he gets down to Botswana and then South Africa? I think in South Africa, he's gonna make a worldwide tour of the country. He's gonna go all over because South Africans' hospitality are amazing. South Africans,
Great.
whatever tribe they come, South African people have something special. Even time to time, I talk about politics, but I do recognize one the thing of the black population in South Africa is hospitality. They are wonderful people. Believe me, if you go to Limpopo, if you go to Mpumalanga, if you go to KwaZulu Natal, if you go down to the Capes, man, I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'm so curious. I don't think they should go straight away to Cape Town. They should start from the north, from Limpopo, going down. Visit that guy. What's called Tulani? All these people. Yeah, amazing. They will enjoy. I think South Africa is gonna be the tip of the eye. But also, let me tell you something here. I realized something in terms of numbers. You know me and my numbers. That there is a change, huge change on the negative people. Their numbers are not moving. There is a shift. There is a shift, but also there is growth on the West Africa. West Africa negative reactors attacking East Africa has grown, and this is not good. So the Kenyans, they should fight back, not because of Ayamara. If the Kenyans allow the West Africa do what they do, I'm so sorry. It's a quite, quite really pity, but that is the truth. Yeah, that is my point of view. Outstanding, beautiful, amazing. I'm not going to talk about Rosie. Rosie is doing wonderful, wonderful. She's enjoying. She have the lifetime experience. Yeah.
Zach?
Yeah, just to support and to what again, what I'm loving with this kind of African tour, it's about the positivity that comes up with it. Everybody that Amara meets speak about Amara, even after Amara left. You saw that Zambia man is now reacting on videos that they were with Maro. It's all positivity. Are you there?
Right.
Like, it's not like before, for example, when Amara comes home, then you find his own people scathingly drag him into negative issues, scathingly doing all the heinous acts. So this kind of a travel is also, or has also broken the boredomness, because it was boring even to Rocio when Rocio now was at the villa, because it was constant attack. Are you there? People
Yeah.
coming to the villa unannounced. Others were not even welcomed. So it was like even it started becoming toxic. Now, this travel has brought out a new a new vibe with a lot of verve, and Rocio is getting the taste of African travel. I think even if you look at her expression, facial
Right.
expression itself, Rocio is happy, very very happy. Yes.
Very, very happy. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so I think we've been here for like what, over almost an hour and a half. So I think we should wind up. Any remarks from any of you guys or the audience? Anybody with a question that maybe like
There
two
is,
burning questions that you need the any of us to answer, and then we
there is,
wind up.
yeah, let me tell you, there is MJ, is a comment from MJ. MJ say, something very interesting about Nyambuanzi. It was negative haters. No. There is another comment about MJ. Very nice comment about the village. I can't find. I lost. But something very interesting to be is here. Nyambuan's people are not take advantage of what Ayamara brought to them.
Sure.
MJ, congratulations. Really,
Right.
you Nyambuan's people not see the light. You see, Ayamara now is talk about smart stuff to the village. This is a positivity. This is growth. This is
Yep.
what Max One does not figure out, does not understand. Max One, as a politician, should travel, should germinate the village with another village in Europe, somewhere else, not be here in YouTube talking nonsense. You just nail it. And that what you say should be said on the face of that man. what his name, the friend of Ernest, Maxwell. Yeah.
Right. Actually, mainly a prophet is never like really celebrated in their own town. So I think
Yeah.
that's what's really
That is
happening
true.
in Nyabohanse right now, because it's like they do not know. Nobody ever knows what they have until they don't have it anymore.
Then
But
it
because
disappears.
honestly, even just looking at even YouTube in itself, Nyabohanse don't know that they've actually been put out, in the spotlight, whereby they've been given an audience. There are people out here who have struggled with channels. To get an audience is not an easy thing.
Mm.
Before you get people to be watching you like this, it takes years. And so these people, they're abusing
Yes.
the platform. Like, they've been given an audience which they now use negatively against the person who actually brought it to them, which is actually, but they probably don't realize it.
Are big losers. They are big losers.
Yeah.
And this man that is here with us, Ernest by now, Ernest by now should have a better life compared to any of those people, because he thinks promoting what he's promoting helps him. He should be now helped and make better. But it's the past people, uh, very petty crimes. They do small crime, and then they come here. They think they didn't left DNA and fingerprints online. I was watching this guy, Mike Vance. I don't like him, to be honest. I don't like him. But he made a video about this syndrome that lives in Nairobi. Calls himself, used to be a church or something or whatever, ignorant he. And he make a he talk about the morals also. And then I do recall watch a video about this guy, Mike Ventures. I talk about Ernest. It's quite impressive how these people, they don't realize the world is here for them. Look at what his name, fellow the boy. He took advantage until somebody came across, nailed him, and so you are this and that. This is the problem with these people. They are not take advantage positively. There is Miniawi. Is an example. Miniawi is not from there. It's from the whatever, but he's taking advantage, doing very well. You see, even is helping people in the village positively. You see?
Sure.
Someone is
Right.
saying that they feel like preaching. Someone is saying here in the comment, where's the link? I feel like preaching. I- Wambo? Oh my God.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm out. I'm gonna go finish my son's uniform. By now, you can imagine. Yeah. Okay. Nice to talk to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Moz.
No.
Delphia, what are you regretting? Delphia, you said that you left Netflix to come and watch, but now you're regretting. Why? Why?
Who's regretting?
Delphia, what happened?
Delcia.
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just looking at Delphia's comments.
What she say?
Delphia, I only watch a few now back to Hollywood. Okay, I guess they were having their own comments, their own conversation.
Ah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wambo, the link will not be dropped because it's a group thing. Uh, Wambo
By the
was saying, okay, what Mose? Ernest is telling you bye. Ay, Dios,
way, well,
you
man,
found a friend, yo.
the pleasure. Ooh, thank you to you.
It's
Any
honest. Has the tension in Nyabohanse eased? The other day you were saying there's a lot of tension.
only thing I have to say to Ernest, try to think in a such way you make difference for yourself. That is my advice. And look things for yourself. Love yourself. And you're gonna have everything. Look at your sister. Your sister has done impressive work. I do talk to your sister time to time. And I do remember that conversation you had with your sister. You should have learned by now. But anyway, I want to leave a message for Jack. Well done. You've done a very good job with your last 2, 3 videos. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Thank
And
you.
I was not expecting those kind of work. Yeah, that is the way forward. Good.
Sure, sure. Thank you, thank you.
And the podcast, also you and Maroa, also you guys are doing very well. I'm not trying to not to do something. I'm quite busy with other stuff. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye,
Prost.
Mose. Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
So, guys, let us wind up. So, I think we had a great session tonight,
Right.
and thank you all for being here. Let's keep up the spirit. Let's keep united, and let's keep the love. Most importantly,
Sure,
and for the
Mora,
sure,
to
sure,
the
sure.
audience,
Mora,
yes.
someone actually dropped a question for you, so you can probably
Oh,
answer that before you leave.
all right.
It's love of Theo is
Uh-huh.
asking, what is your view on Nasto's leadership? Will it unite the Nyabohanse YouTubers? You could just answer that and then we are off. Probably Zach. I don't know if you could, if you're tired, you could go. You know.
Well, I actually believe in Nasto. He looks to be a sober-minded person, and
Right.
he's focused in what he does. And a man can also be known by how he runs his family, and how he leads, from the front. And so, for me, I feel like he is given a chance. He can do a pretty good job. So
Yeah.
I believe in the guy. So my answer is
Good. Good.
yes.
All right. Well.
So everybody, once you're above 18, I think no one should be pushing you left and right. You have to toe this line. I think Nasto doesn't want to please anyone. It's either you toe the line, and if you're not toeing the line, then you are not his friend. So that's why sometimes he likes keeping quiet. You cannot please everyone. That's the style leadership of Nasto. Either you are a friend, and most of it tends to avoid negative people. Are you there? So, what is this unity for, by the way? I think
Good question.
forcing issues, it is what is bringing Nyabohanse down. Let us don't force unity that will never happen. The unity
Exactly.
that shall happen when someone will die. The reason why I'm saying that, it's starting to be dangerous. Even the witchcraft, very many people are very ready to go and do it. So getting more an enemy closer than you is even more dangerous. You will be poisoned. See what is happening with Mayuguno, because Mayuguno came and opened his gate for everyone in form of unity to. Now you see, the secret is known and people are riding. What is this unity that these people are preaching? When you are a bad mango, you are a bad mango. So transferring one mango to another market simply doesn't solve the situation. So you be of a positive vibe. Classify yourself with the positive people. That's it. That's what I'm seeing.
Right. The Real Things podcast. What do you have to say about that as we close?
Right about now, I think Zach said everything, and I just learned that I have to make a run out the house to do something, and I completely forgot. So we will have to continue this some other time, guys. It was
I
really a
need to
pleasure,
sleep. I
and
need to sleep.
everybody said they enjoyed. Yes, they said they enjoyed, and it's very good, guys. I was saying in the comment section, please subscribe to our channels if you haven't already done so, because we do the musical chairs here with the group roundup. So I say musical chairs because we host and it goes round. Each one of us
And
get a round.
please,
So please please
and
subscribe.
please
Please
give the
subscribe
love
to the
a like.
channels. Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. All right,
Yeah.
guys,
So
I
guys,
am gonna run away right now.
bye
Bye,
bye.
Doc, and see you guys on the next one.
Bye bye,
See you.
guys. See you.
Bye bye. Love you all. Bye. Please make sure to leave a like as you leave, please. Thank you.